Guys, so I'm doing another quick gardening video. We're going to be probably planting our lettuce and our kale and hopefully some other things depending on how late it gets and what we can accomplish. So I'm going to show you a quick tour of the garden, but I have another video that should be out by now, and it's us planting most of this. Some of this, again, we had to get it quickly in the soil because it was getting really light and really dark, so I couldn't really videotape any of it. So hopefully I have a little bit of I guess videos of what we've been planting. So let's get started. So over here we have some, they're looking a little down, there are celery. So we have a bunch of celery over here. So then we go over here. So if you guys can see that, this is going to be cabbage. So this is, we got just regular green cabbage, and then we got a purple seed in there, so that's going to be interesting. So then there's just green cabbage, some cabbage right here, all the way down to here. Then there's celery all the way down the line. And then here we have the next line up from it is cauliflower. So these right here are cauliflower. Okay, so, and then we got to put a little bit more compost on top because, sorry, McKinley. We got to put a little bit more compost on top because we got to just bring up the soil a little bit. It was a little deep. It was a little too shallow. So next, oh my gosh, I lost my shoe. We got to weed. I got to start weeding real good. So next over here, if we want to come over here. Usually we can just real quick just pop these guys out. They're not too bad usually. I usually just throw them over here. Right here, this is Brussels sprouts. These are Brussels sprouts right here. So right here, this is a weed, and you just want to pop those out. Cover it back up. Okay. So these are all Brussels sprouts. As you can see, there's a lot of weeds over here. Yeah, just weed them out. I'll get to that later. Then we have broccoli over here. And then if you turn around, we have some onions, just the seed onions. We planted these a little earlier. Then we have regular green onions. Seed onions. These were sets. So that should be covered up. We're going to plant a little bit more compost on top just to help it so that the sun doesn't reach them. And then at the back we have some more green onions. So then we're going to, hopefully on the trellis we'll put some cucumber. And these little guys should not be up. They were in our tomato bed and we used this soil for our tomatoes. So that's little guys popping up from tomatoes, which I took most of them and actually replanted them. So I'm hoping to sell those. Now, over here we have our peas and potatoes. So as you can see, they are huge. We gotta add more compost on top to add onto the soil. The peas are looking great, they're climbing. And we have potatoes in the back too. All over there. Okay. Then we have our strawberries in our strawberry little containers. I gotta pluck off all the, now I have my beautiful oregano. These are huge. You can make a beautiful bouquet out of it. We're going to cut this nice and short, probably around here, right here, and then we're going to dry all of this. Then we have our lavender plant. It's coming good. We gotta cut this because it's just invading its space. So that's our lavender. And then this is our rhubarb. Now I'm gonna give this to my grandma again. So I gotta cut that up and put it in a nice spot. Because there's a couple heads or blooms of it, I guess. So yeah. So now let's get right into planting. Okay guys, so we're going to put some lettuce, we think, in this bed right over here. We have beans, we have radishes, and we have carrots growing in them. So we transplanted our beans. They don't look too good, but they're slowly getting back into growing. And then we have our carrots that just came up a little bit ago. These are our carrots. And then we have radishes we just put in. So they'll come in a little bit. And then over here, there are our beans. There's already some starting to give off some blooms. So hopefully they start getting back into shape. We planted seeds all along, all the way down the bed. So we're hoping that these will grow. We'll get some, and then these will grow in a later date, and we'll have some later in the season. So hopefully that's gonna happen. So let's get right on to planting whatever needs to be planted. Okay guys, so me and my mother are planting our romaine lettuce. So we're right now digging holes. It is very... Guys, I just wanted to quickly say we are working on the soil. It's a bit, as you can tell, rocky and clay-like, so we're trying to work on that. So we hit rock, and then we hit cardboard. So we add some, what is it? Bone?
Blood meal.
Oh, blood meal. And then we add some worm castings, and then we add our lettuce, our romaine lettuce. So this soil is, as you can see, it's very clay-like, but we're working on amending it and making it better. As we added, right here, this was mushroom compost and
cattle manure.
Cattle and sheep. I think that's it, right?
Our own soil from our backyard, that's what the clay is.
The topsoil of our backyard.
No, topsoil is something totally different.
Yeah, of our backyard.
No, that's different. Topsoil is different. This is just the soil. Topsoil is like a dressing they use.
Oh. Well, this is just the soil we got on our property that we dug up. So that's what we are doing. So we're going to go all the way down. So I will get back to you guys when we are finished. Hey guys, so I have my lettuce in. I gotta do this quick because my crazy neighbor is crazy, as you can hear. But I got the lettuce in. This right there, that's romaine, and that's BSSL lettuce.
It's a short form for something. You'll have to write it down. You just short formed it.
You just short formed it. I'll put the name right underneath.
Can you find out?
And now we got the lettuce in. Time to put the kale in, and that's gonna go right here. We also put a bit of compost on top of just this good, not Walker's Industry soil compost that we've been using, and it's great. Super nice, super healthy, and great. And here we go. Just finishing planting the kale. Beautiful kale. This is, I think, the can find it somewhere. Blue dwarf. Kale. These are all really fun. Putting down the peppers now. And I got some hot peppers, some red peppers, some California peppers, and then wonder peppers, California wonder peppers too. So putting those down. This is our first time really gardening, so it's a little bit tricky. You have very clay-like soil, so it's really hard to dig. Again, this is our first time. I'm using a bit of sheep compost to go on top, just to give it some extra nutrients. But there they are. Hey guys, so this is a couple days after, and I'm trying not to show you the rest of the plants because it's been a couple weeks and I lost the footage because my phone is being a little annoying. I'm getting a new camera now, so hopefully it'll be a bit better. But that's what it kind of looks like. Of course, they have grown quite a bit, but they're doing great. And then I had to plant a new one because the one right here was really small. I am locking up my chickens, and that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Lots more videos coming very soon. I edited a bunch so that I can just post and post and post. So hopefully they're coming soon. I have my chickens right here. Nick and Neck and I think 2 others have been sold. I have to get rid of my roosters because they are crowing. So, oh, there's a tree branch. So, yeah, exciting. As you can see right here. Say hi, Henry. I call him Henry Cavill because he's like Superman. So yeah, that's it. There's Q-Tip. Say hi, Q-Tip. Say hi. Oh, and there's Cotton. Cotton Ball. Say hi, Cotton Ball. There's Q-Tip and Cotton Ball. And that's Sybil. And then that's Susan. Cameras, this is Susan. We think it's Susan, at least, because we don't know if it's a boy or girl. In a couple months, they should be laying eggs, so good night, Susan. Oh yeah, and I found out she was Susan by calling random names, and then I called Susan, and she looked up and ran over to me, so her name's Susan. So, yeah. Bye, Cotton. Q-Tip. This is a girl, and then there's a boy. Q-Tip, go back in. Bye-bye. Go back in. Good night, Susan. Bye, Susan. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. Now, time to take this out. Boom, and good night, y'all. See you guys in my next video.